Hey there, I am JB and welcome at some more Roadcraft. For today we're going to start off with a Reclaim expansion that has just arrived onto the Steam store. We're going to go through all of this, so if you're new and you don't want to miss anything, then please consider to subscribe or take a look at my channel for more Roadcraft. In this case we're going to start off with Autumn Collapse. Now the map details describes a former industrial region deep in the forest, abandoned for many years, now has a chance for restoration and development thanks to you and your company's support. Alright, let's click on start, and in this case the vehicle that I'm going to use for this will be, you know what, I'm going to take this guy. I really like this guy. Now for the first part we are going to do semi-exploration and semi-missions. Now for the future I will upload 2 episodes a week. One will be completely focused on missions and one will be completely focused on detailed road building, because I've noticed a lot of you guys really want to see that. And because of that I'm going to need to open the map as much as possible. That's why we're going to do semi-exploration, and you know, between in we can do a mission or 2. For example, we can do the AI stuff. They can handle things very well. Now, I've not explored the map completely when I made this video about the new vehicles. I got a little bit into it. I know there are a couple of things. For the people that haven't seen anything at all, I'm not going to spoil anything. And this map looks fantastic. It's going to be an amazing adventure. I will take my time with this series. I'm not going to rush. So, yeah. There we go. Alright, so the black board is blue now with more oil. So yeah, Kelly is not here. I do hope for the future that they hire another voice actor. It is just fun when someone just explains things rather than you have to read this. In this case we don't have a choice. So it says, welcome to your next slice of paradise. A formerly picturesque corner of the Black Forest that is now mostly mud and flotsam after those storms in the fall. The region economy has been in free fall for years, with most industry packing up and the population following close behind. Now if I read something a little bit funky, my apologies for that. Now with more oil. Okay, plot twist. Geological surveys just found an oil deposit under all this mess. Naturally, the local authorities are, whatever that says, at the chance to breathe a new life into the area. That is where we come in. Now English is not my native language, so I got a lot to learn. Trying to hold the button, but I believe we can read it back down here. Your mission: help transform this muddy disaster zone into a functional oil production site. First order of business is finding somewhere to plant our flag. Scout ahead and look for suitable FOB location. Just watch your steps. Those landslides didn't exactly improve road conditions. Kelly, she's, well, partly still here, but like I said, it would be nice if we had someone read the messages instead of we have to do that ourselves. Alright, we need to go ahead and 700 meters that way. So let's just do that for now. So I know, home sweet temporary home. I'm seeing something promising on my screen here. It looks like there might be a nice FOB site just ahead of you. Nothing says luxury accommodations like an abandoned industrial site, but it sure beats working out of your vehicle. Head over there and see if it's salvageable. Alright, once you get it operational, we will have a proper foothold in this mess of a region. Right. Now it says we need to go there. I know the base is down here. However, I just want to take a little look, and I want to see if the demolishing crane has been improved. So here we have it. Now things are way harder on this map. Resources are not like laying everywhere. You will have to really find them or demolish buildings. There are secret hidden missions, and there's a couple other things. Alright, now I kinda didn't realize that we already get these pink points up there, or purple, whatever you want to call it. These are very useful for another scout vehicle, which maybe I should take that one actually. The message says metal beam dreams. Well, would you look at that? The remains of a metal beam production facility. It's seen better days. Like maybe a few millennia ago, with some reconstruction work, we could get this place producing beams again. You need pipes, some concrete slabs and logs, most of which you can salvage from the nearby abandoned buildings and those fallen trees blocking the road. Trust me, we will need plenty of metal beams for our oily ambitions. Right. Okay, so let's just first get into this thing. Like, I have controlled this thing at the very beginning of the public test server, and people had a little bit of feedback about this thing, and I want to see what has changed. So let's just go here, and okay, this is for the rotation. Can we lower this thing for a bit, like that, or the mouse button? And then we need to take some good swings at the building there. There we go. Now, some people really wanted to see this thing or the building fall apart. In this case, it just has an health bar. Oh, there we go. Like how it slowly but surely falls apart. Nice. Okay, so yeah, in this case the resources that we got from the building are laying right down there, and that's all we're gonna get. And but yeah, the developers have been saying this map resources are really not like that obvious as in other maps. In this case we want to fold the ball back, and I'm just gonna put it offside right down here and see whenever we're gonna need this again. Now another thing, like I said, I completely forgot that we could actually get a scout vehicle. Now we have these purple points. I'm not sure what they are called actually right now. It used to be like oil or jerry can oil. So I want to buy this guy. This guy is going to help us way more with opening the map. So let's buy it, and then of course is that, there we go. Let's deploy it for now. Let's take a look at the map. Right, so we need to go here. There is also something around there. Yeah, I want to go a little bit right out here and then use this vehicle. We have 7 goes at it. Now, some people did not really understand, me not too, when I tested these vehicles, or better to say, I didn't realize it was costing something. I thought you could just plant this anywhere and it would just work. Apparently not, you need these purple points. So it is very nice that we're gonna get already 7 of them. Now I'm driving a little bit first back to this spot because I don't know what is the range of this thing. I wish it would kind of show a range. Maybe if I select one of these. No, it would be nice to see though, so we could keep that in mind. So in this case what we have to do is activate the Explorer. So this whole thing will unfold. Then it will just do a little scan with the satellite dish. That is what it's called. And then some magic will happen with this thing, and I really love it. And now if we open up the map, we now have like uncovered this whole area. So I want to do that also up here to see like what is what. And yeah, one of the other new things is of course that we now see on the right top that little dump truck with 0 out of 4, which is also super duper handy. This will basically show you how much toy vehicles you can now find, which is very handy because sometimes I was wondering, did I got all the toy vehicles, even though I could, you know, check out Map Runner, which is a website for all of the these games like Snowrunner, Expedition, Roadcraft. I believe even the very first Mud Runner, Wind Tire. And basically you can see all kinds of things like the building, garage, but also the collectibles. But it always felt a little bit cheaty to just go there at the beginning and then, you know, oh, where are the toys at? I really like to explore, find stuff, go left and right. This thing has a little bit of issue getting through here. Now this guy also of course has a terrain scanner and of course an object scanner. Well, let's see if I can get through there, because going around that way might be a bit funky. Now I have already been driving here. I know a little bit about this area. Basically all that is on the right side of the map I haven't explored. A little bit before the half of the map, so I can just show you what I basically kind of know. I've been /ish in this area down here. I know there is a big castle out here, and that is basically everything I know. Alright, let's see how good this vehicle is with tipping, since it's a bit higher up than the other Minutemans. It seems like they also have improved the mud. Now the downside of course of this is that, well, this game does not have modifications. Now I do believe it was saying on the road map, which I probably showed the screen, that in the future there will be truck modding, and I hope they mean with truck modding that we can actually change tires, add in different engines and so on and so forth, so that we can actually improve these vehicles going through the mud. You were seeing I was struggling with this thing, and yeah, if we can get different tires on this thing to make it better, it would only be more fun of course. And there are 2 more DLCs on its way, also vehicle packs and whatnot. If you buy this DLC, you're gonna get a vehicle pack for free. Alright, let's see. I do believe there's a factory here. Not sure what that is exactly. And I would like to open up another thingy. Let's the range is pretty neat, so I want to place this guy, let's say right out there, which I'm going to place a temporary marker like there. We have to go in there, and yeah, I know what is down here. For the people who don't know, I'm not going to spoil it, we'll just see it yourself once we are kind of getting there. I will do probably a little cut edit here and there, but you know, I am kind of working towards trying to get rid of like a lot of cut editing. I also asked it to the people on my channel, like, hey guys, you want to see less cut editing, more relaxing gameplay, or would you like to see a lot of cut editing and a lot of missions? But people were like, nope, we want you to take it easy, we want to enjoy. So let's just go here, let's press 5, and I'm not going to look around just yet to spoil something. I wonder how much seconds this takes, maybe not even 10 seconds actually. And as you can see on the top, I now have 5 of these things left. If anyone knows a good name for that, just let me know. So let's open the map here and take a look, and yes, look at this down here. There is an old ruined castle. Now one thing I can already tell is there is a vehicle out here. Now I'm not going to drive into this. It is however a puzzle to get into this. I'm just going to save this up. I actually like to collect all of the toys at the end once the whole map is done, then get into it and just, yeah, like I said, grab them all. Now there is a little road going on down here which just leads to this radio tower, and anything else I believe is just forest. But I do want to open it up. Actually cannot wait to see how difficult the castle thing is going to be. Alright, there should be a way. Let me just get in first person here. There we go. Do something. Yeah, I'm also thinking to do this very first episode of this new DLC a bit longer than usual, you know, because, well, exploring just takes a lot of time. So yeah, I'm sure you guys won't mind. And or like I said, I want to do 2 episodes a week, but for this week it's just gonna be 1 episode, so maybe it's not even bad if I just make it a bit longer. Oh boy. I want to go between in these trees. I don't want to go through the mud because this thing is not like a mud runner. More like a mud crawler. Speaking of which, in Snowrunner you have a mud crawler suspension, which is a little bit lower than the highest suspension. And I wonder what it does. What does it exactly? Because in the shop, it doesn't seem like anything changes to the suspension any other than it's a little bit lower than the high suspension. To me it sounds like there is more clearance underneath, even though it's a little bit lower. Alright, we're gonna get 4 more of these points and a little bit of a t-shirt of the map. Like there's a lot of water over there. Which did... I don't think this was doing its job viewing around when I came here the first time. I'm really curious about those hidden objectives though. So now we have a nice portion of the map open. It didn't take a lot of time. We also got some road building right out here. So in this case, what I would like to do is I'm gonna do a little cut where I'm driving this thing just in the front where we left off before going in there. And we're just going to do this road down here, which the AI is going to do its own job. Now, of course, the one thing you guys really would like to see is me using the new vehicles. So for a AI road job, we're going to need to have a new dump truck. And in this case, there is definitely a new dump truck, which would be, and if it's available, maybe I should go here, which is a bit odd because, you know, dump truck. Yeah, that will be this guy, the Wayfarer, and all the things that it says behind there. And this massive truck, holy moly. They did increase the number of tons. It was 30 and they increased it to 40 because people were like, hey, this guy's way bigger. What is the deal with that? And I basically think that the developers didn't want to go over this because the base dump truck will only do 40 tons. So if they do over 40 tons with this guy, then it's gonna be a pay to win kind of a situation, right? So in this case, it's not different from the bicycle. And even though some people don't like the bicycle, I like the bicycle to use it as a scrap collector for like concrete because it can carry 40 tons. So this guys, let's get this guy out. And I remember one thing though, we're also going to need to have a tree crusher, which in this case we're going to use this guy. There we go. I will just show you the route to it. And yeah, I'm not sure if I said it already for 20 times, but I'm very curious to the hidden missions though. I think it's actually a very good idea because that means that the game is holding hands with you way less. You have to figure it out. You have to go on exploration. You have to find them. And I think personally that's a very cool mechanic. Or a good idea, you can also say it like that. So yeah, the one thing I did notice while I was testing these vehicles, that there's supposed to be a tree onto the road right over there. So we're just going to get rid of that. I'm also curious about Easter eggs in this map. I have absolutely no idea what can be found. I'm also curious about that. Alright, let's turn this thing on. Go a bit higher. There we go. Right, let's turn this thing off. Okay, so now I'm gonna assume the AI can do this perfectly by itself. This is the spot where they want us to go. It seems like it opens pretty much on its own. Okay, we got a tunnel here with, there is like a river going that way and that way, so the water seems to go around here. So the only way how to get on the other side is by taking the dam. Now of course in this case, let's just get the beautiful new dump truck out, which probably has a steering of a submarine. Now before doing actually this, I'm also thinking like, hey, what about the sand quarry, right? Which can be found right out here. So yeah, we do have a bit of sand, but we don't have all the sand, so I'm going to need to get a sand scalper out. Oh, now you found the spot, huh? Okay, I had to cut out the whole part. It took me like more than 30 minutes trying to find the spot, and I didn't find the spot. And I want to show you, you know, where I have been. Basically, I drove around, I looked at every possible thing that just look a little bit like sand. As you can see down here, sand down here. I even went up here. Then in this forest I seen some sand here. It's nothing. I had to remove some stump because I'm continuously getting stuck. I went out here to the river, nothing. All the way out here, nothing. This is one thing that I dislike a little bit about what the developers have done here as option, because the point here is this sand quarry here only reach until here. So how can I fulfill and let the AI do this road if I don't get the option to place a scalper anywhere in order to fulfill this? Now maybe there is somewhere like a secret spot hidden away, but I tried. I really tried looking everywhere, and yeah, at some point, you know, I got a limited number of patience. So in this case, I'm just going to, you know, drive back and forth with this thing. Just to show you at least one time, like, hey, how does this thing drive? How does it behave? And that good stuff. Now, if this would be a road building episode, I wouldn't really mind to just say, like, okay, I'll take the dumping part on me. Yes, I'll drive back and forth to the scalper area. In flattening sand, AI can do that. Paving and rolling, the AI can do that. So it's not it's not completely that this whole AI option is useless, but yeah, it would be nice if they had a spot somewhere, say, hey, you can put your sand scalper here, maybe remove a couple of stumps and you're good to go. Yeah, that would be nice. Unfortunately it's not. All right. So yeah, this thing, it drives, and yes, I don't have all the options on, and now I have all-wheel drive on. It goes. Now of course I can do differential lock on, and it goes even more. Now further ahead there is like a water, probably a bit more muddy. Yeah, this thing steers like a submarine. Now of course you have an option, or steer like a submarine, or steer. I don't like the way how the bicycle steers. For some reason, if you want to pour like this, but you need to rotate or turn a little bit that way and have the back pour where kind of I'm looking, I'm not sure if I can explain it that well, then the whole vehicle turns two ways. And sometimes it's a bit of like, hey, extra work how you need to turn that vehicle. Of course, there are people that might like that way, how it's turning in the middle. I just don't like that. I just like the steering up front, and that's it. Alright, so yeah, this goes. Now, some people were saying, oh, this thing is very tipsy. When I tested the vehicle, it indeed fell over. And I think when I tested these vehicles, I have turned all of the options on, so it was like, hey, your whole map, you can use sand anywhere. I think that was the case. I did look back the video, and indeed everything was yellow. Alright, now we need to turn this thing around. Let's see how many tries that's gonna take. So this is one. Yes, maybe I should let the AI do a little bit, and I think once it empties out it will spawn back at the beginning, because it's facing towards the beginning, so there might even be a little a shortcut cheat there. I don't have to drive it all the way back. Yeah, but I do believe the AI pours sand a little bit with more care. So let's just do it like that. Let's let the AI do the work here. Okay, it's backing up. Please don't go in here because it's gonna take a lot of time to get you back to the base and drive back and forth. So let's inspect and see how this goes for you guys. Okay, what is going on here? You can pour. Yeah, you know, it pours like a nice portion, not too much, not too less. Now let's see how long this takes. Maybe this is the whole thing. Maybe it can do until the sand scalper apart. I doubt it though, but let you see. Like, it's very slowly emptying out. So far so good, I would say. Man, I wish I could pour sand like this. Can we get into the truck? Oh, look at this. Alright, that looks good. Right. Oh boy, is that all? Let's see. Well, maybe I was a little bit too much of a crybaby here. I mean, no matter what, I will have to do some job myself, because if we send the truck from the other side to here, it will get stuck eventually, and yeah. Oh, but not to look how much it does. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so now it's done. I wonder what it... No way. Did it just reach it enough? Oh, of course. I should also not forget, I got this thing here, which gives it a little extra range. But it started out here, though. Oh, you know what? Maybe if this outer ring touches another ring, it can already fill up. Maybe that is it sounds like it's new. I would swear when you're just outside the ring with a truck, you cannot fill it up. Okay, so this case, it's doing its job. Let's quickly get a flattener out. So it is good to know in the future I have to be less of a crybaby and see if I can first try it with a truck from far away distance toward the sand quarry and scalper to see if it can make it. I was absolutely not expecting that it could go that far and even made it to the quarry and scalper. Now, of course, there is just one tiny spot over there which it's not like completely filled up, but let's just see how it's gonna work out. Oh damn, what a violence. Put that thing back, please. Put it down. Okay, let's just get into it ourselves. Wait, what is... Oh, the engine not running. Lower it. There we go. Just back it off for a bit. Oh yeah, I can still do it like that, or I can use my mouse buttons. That's good to know. Okay, so in this case, let's put this guy in position and let it just go as it goes. Meanwhile, we're going to grab the paver and the roller. All right, let's get this thing in position. And for the people who are wondering, like, hey JB, why are you still using this roller and not the newer one, which is way wider? The reason being for that is I've noticed, I'm not sure if it's still like that, but the other roller sometimes act like it's drunk. I had one map and it was like swirling all over the road and it made it super ugly. So yeah, that's basically my reason. Okay, I do believe our flattener is ready, so we can now put this one on there. And we're just gonna wait for 2 seconds till that guy is in position. It's a bit of a bump, but AI roads, this is not the final result of this road. It will always change for a bit, which I kind of like, that it like correcting certain parts to make it look a bit more nicer. Hopefully, oh yeah, there's a lot of rocks. Yeah, the rocks are sometimes a bit bad because it makes it go off sometimes. But like I said, this road will correct itself anyways. Okay, I think this could be far enough. Let's just deal with it. Are you gonna do it? Or what's going on, bro? Hello? Yes, can I only do one at a time all of a sudden, or what's going on? Select truck. You've chosen asphalt roller to build a road. Select the roads management to start working. Okay, that is different. Why did it do that? Oh, didn't I press F? Uh-oh, already? What do you mean it gets stuck? Come on, you can do it. Oh, no. Yeah, I understand, I like how it's not like instantly giving up, but it still tries it. Okay, yeah, the AI has improved. But that's be like, back it up, try again, back it up, try again. Maybe there's like a certain number of tries now before it's really giving it up. Of course, when it's like absolutely stuck, I do believe it just gives up. But if it can back up and try again, it's for the best. It also seems like the road sometimes adjusts itself a bit, or at least the lines here. All right, that just goes as it goes. Yeah, let's get in the truck. I want to see how much the road will change. Look at all these rocks in there. I still wish there are two vehicles that developers would add to the game. One, it's like a street swiper, something that can just swipe the rocks off-site instead of, you know, you need to use the dozer on sand flattening mode because, well, when your road is already flattened out, you don't want to ruin it with flattening it again. It will dig in. Now, of course, you can get a crane with a grabber on it and pick them up. But something like a sweeper, just sweep them offside, like give it a throw. Yeah, you see the road just sunk down for a bit. Yeah, a lot of rock. Now, I also do believe if I would restart the game right now, all of these rocks would be gone. Which I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna worry about these rocks here. So yeah, AI has been improved. Normally they would give up at the first rock or two. Okay, it's not too bad. Okay, it's not too bad. It does what it needs to do. Okay, so we are done here. This is just a between-in thing. I thought for my feeling it could go a lot faster and I had to spend less time to this. It's not. Now everything is open up already, which surprised me, maybe because I reached like a certain location. Of course, what we can do is go to the vehicles and have a little look around. There's like a little bit of pipes out here and concrete slab. Looks like an off-road road here. It doesn't seem like I really have to go here anymore, which is of course fantastic. Yeah, and then we have this side where we in the end need to go to. In this case, I'm not going to go here just yet because it's really mission related. However, I do want to have a little drive forwards to the area behind this vehicle. There are some tires here. I've seen some barrels around, so there's a little bit of scrap here and there, but it's like way less common. On the map, washout, there's so much stuff around there, it's absolutely crazy. There we go. Alright, let's get into this. We are at it, we don't have to complete this. Let's see what it does. So this is the new thing. This is a ghost building. And something needs to happen here. Probably I need to click on like a mission kind of a deal, but for now, yeah, I'll just leave that as it is. Yeah, there is this one thing here which we might be able to sell somewhere. I have no idea. In this case, I'm going to, you know what, I don't even have to drive there and cut that out. I can just go like here, and then we're gonna drive past the dam. Alright, then slowly but surely it's gonna get more exciting for me too, because, well, we're gonna get into, for me, the unknown area. Get to see a little bit more of it. Now, I do want to have a little drive here. Oh damn, who put that over there? The reason why I want to drive here is because yeah. Okay, you've stumbled onto a local hydraulic station and dam. Since the storm, it has been about as useful as the screen door on a submarine. This facility is critical. We need it operational to power the oil rig and the oil infrastructure. We are planning to install no electricity, no oil pumping. That's just science. Okay. Get this power station back online and the whole region will light up again. Well, the parts that we care about anyways. I'll send you the details on what needs fixing. Spoiler alert, probably everything. Kelly. Oh man. Doesn't Kelly have like a sister? You know, who can just drop in for the second? Okay, so there needs to be a transformer out here. There are a lot of boxes. I'm gonna guess that some of these boxes will be needing to pick up later on. There are a couple boxes over there. Yeah, that's basically it. So let's just turn around and cross the dam. And I can't wait to start planning out some road building for the future episodes. I will just take a look at the map and be like, okay, maybe we can go here, maybe we can go there. Which, spoiler alert, I think I already know one thing that I really would like to do. And since I don't know if there is a bridge going on here. Maybe I should take a little look at some point. But there is a bridge option down here, right? And I think we are going to need to figure out a route from this base between in here and then connect it up to this road. So for the future, if possible, we can go around the area, right? I think that would actually be a lot of fun. Speaking about what I just said, I am gonna take what was that again? This guy. Let's just have a small little look at what I just said. Let's just go around here and take this and that here as take a little look at it, kind of a deal. Because I'm very curious. Is there a bridge? Is there an option for a bridge? Is there something that is like called a fort? Which, thanks to Expedition, I have learned what a fort is. It's basically a passage over the water, and yeah, that basically, the water's going over a, like, looks like a kind of piece of a road. Oh yeah, there is a lot of water out here. And a lot of like tree stumps on that side, so I'm going to try and see if I can go around this way. Oh damn. Yeah, very good. Felt like I have made the right choice, I wanted to say, but I'm not giving up. Gonna go like this. Be careful for those landmines. Right, it seemed like there's sand out here once again. It seemed like. I did notice that in a lot of maps, sand can be found at hillsides where it's kind of like broken open. It's not the best example I can show right now, but maybe we will find one along the way. Like this sand here. Okay, I do believe one way how you can check already if sand is sand is by taking this guy. For now I have it. Drive over this area. I like mess around a bit with it. And if it's clear that it's mud, it's mud. Now, it's not like super mud, but this might be sand that we can use. Maybe. Alright, we're almost into this area. Flipping and sliding. Okay, demolition before construction. See the abandoned settlement up ahead? That's our bullseye. Geological survey confirms it's sitting right on top of the oil reserves. Your task is simple on paper. An oil rig needs to be built to develop oil fields. Think of it like an extreme renovation. Progress waits for no one, especially when there is oil involved. Alright, next. It's only a shame it doesn't... Why does it say hold? And when I hold there is no progress bar. But when I press it, it's gone. Anyways. This sand. Yeah, this could be well sand maybe. It's not like sinking away that deep. Oh boy. Right, look at that. We need to do a lot of building out there. Yeah, so here at the side, the hill is kinda, you know, broken open. And often I found that sand is actually at those spots. There might be a lot more sand here. Yeah, that is a perfect sample. That right down there. It's perfect. This should all be sand. There's a lot to build out there. Holy moly. And out here, whole rig. Yeah, look at all that broken landscape out here. Is this actually... No, there's not really something going on here. It's like box here, goodies, there's something out here. Ah, interesting, interesting. And I'm so excited for this map. It'll be a lot of fun. Alright, it seems like, yeah, there's indeed a river going all the way around. Ooh, that is interesting. I wonder if we can even reach that. Must be, right? Must be. There might be like a fjord, or maybe on the other side there's like a bridge option, or... Maybe it's not just simple that reachable, and just like, you know, if you really want to put some effort in stuff. Ooh, why is it not opening up? Ah, now it does. Okay, so yeah. It's gonna be a little bit of a surprise apparently. In this case, I'm going to leave this vehicle out here and we're gonna continue with the Minuteman. Yeah, this is sand, definitely 100%. 100%. I know for sure. Map is beautiful, by the way. Got it. So this is called the Black Forest, which is inspired by Germany. I mean, look at this. Holy moly, isn't that just beautiful with these ginormous mountains in the background? I think this is going to be the thumbnail shot. As is. I don't want the building on the right to be there. Yeah, this is... wow. This is absolutely fantastic. Holy moly. Alright, let's find a nice spot and open it up with our vehicle here. Let's see, would this be a nice spot? A little bit further in here. We have another road here. Would I like to do that? I'm not really sure. Let's see, do we have a sand quarry? No. Alright, now I want to open up a little bit towards the edge of the map, so I'm just going to drive right in here. Not sure what is all out behind here. And then I'm like, you know what, this seems like a fantastic spot. And I'm very happy to be back in forest area again, like last time was sand swept. And so yeah, I'm glad we get here first rather than do the summit route. Right, let's see. Wow, so much we can see around here. Yes, we didn't get everything here. It seems like there's a sand quarry out here, however. Now, if I would just drive a little bit further to that, maybe we can go around. Let's just do that. Let's just go on to an adventure here into the unknown. And how do I get in here? Oh yeah, here's the whole thing. You got like two ways, well, two hotkeys. You got C and V. C basically changes from outside to inside, and V changes to like cinematic kind of a mode. This is also very easily to mistake when you want to control a crane in first person mode. That sometimes you just have to keep switching the cameras. If you want to control a crane, I've discovered, which I never really realized, is you first have to press 4 to get into the actual top of the crane boom mode. Thought I seen a building out there. And then you can go into first person mode. Nice open area around here. Ooh boy, look at what I found down here. Like an old mine or something. Let's back it off because parking brake didn't really help there. Yeah, it doesn't really open up like that, not that easy. But we have 11 of those points that I need to use in order to make the radar work here. Oh, why does this feels like a very bad idea what I'm doing? Yeah, careful, Itsy by Bitsy. Please, for the love of God. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Right, we got a road over there. We got a road that goes around the corner. I don't want to drive too deep in here. Like I said, I got 11 more of these things that I can use. So let's just do it out here. It's very misty. I kind of wonder if this is poisonous or if it just because of the algae, the green stuff. I wonder if that is like a tunnel that ends up somewhere, or if it's like a mine kind of a deal. Maybe we need to drain this area. Let's see. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff out here, and I kind of feel like would be a potential toy area though. Oh, look at this too. no reason for this. That's what I like. Getting covering things here. We've got a couple of beams, and then there's this here. Now this is a dead end. Can we go to the dead end without without too much trouble, I want to say. Kind of. Where does this road lead? Just a dead end? Then how in the world were you supposed to get here in the first place? Okay, I think it's just really covered up with a tree roof here. There's also something down here. Okay, what I would like to do is go here and see if I can drive to the side, then go here and see if I can do that. And then we're going to take the route back somehow, some way. Road. Oh, there's a minecart. Interesting, interesting. Wow, I like this. This area makes it feel like this has been for so long. Nobody has been here for a long while that it's getting overgrown, taken by nature again. A lot of sand out here, so that is good. That ain't sand, I'm gonna be angry. Like, look at this. Let's get into first person here. Which I don't even see more than... the road has really been... it's gone. Been snacked up by the nature here. And what is even going on? It's a good test to see this vehicle. I have to go a little bit. Yeah, I know, but I need to get around here. Use the winch for a bit. How do I get rid of the winch? Oh wait, I'm trying to use Snowrunner controls. I'm like holding F, doesn't do anything because I need to hold my mouse button. Okay, so yeah, we got like a bit of a mine out here. It's not the best to see. It seems like the mine is closed up though, so there's not like a hidden vehicle. Like a toy vehicle, I mean. What is the mirror show? Okay, the mirrors are fine. From the outside it looks like the mirrors are showing like a desert area. Alright, I think I kind of reached it here. Oh, what in the world was that all about? Okay, there seems like a wall. So we need to go around it. Ooh. This vehicle has been very kind so far. Alright, we have reached whatever this area here is. An abandoned something. Oh, you know what? Maybe this becomes a demolishable building. Right, so I need to get my butt back onto the main road here. Maybe that will be demolishable. There are a couple of steel beams here, but there's not a lot. And I'm not sure what activates it. Maybe I need to do this. Oh, look. Oh, they changed something. Oh, interesting, interesting. Oh, that is cool. It's so much more clear now. Unless this was in the game for a long while, but I haven't been using the object scanner for a long while in an area where potential goodies could be found. Right, so yeah, like I said, I need to get back on the roads. Let me see if I can get through that part over there. It seems to be a little bit less funky. Ooh, look at the green shininess on my vehicle there. What's that all about? I will just keep going like here, and I think I will end up at the trail for a bit rather than at the water. Yeah, there we go. And let's just it's holding me back here. Push, really? Ah, there was one thing I should have done back here is use the radar, but it will be fine. What am I doing? Okay, I need to go, seems like somewhere around there. Let's do it like that. This map, honest, is a lot bigger and rougher than I thought it would be. Which I don't meant negative, of course. Alright, we got some power lines, so we are back at the road, at least at the side of it, because, well, it's all very swampy out here. The green glow reminds me of contamination. It's only, well, you know, I have turned the rain off, but on contamination I had rain for a little while before they added the option to turn it off. It's only a shame that the weather didn't turn green anymore when it was raining. I thought it was a pretty neat effect when it was storming, lightning, raining. It had like a very green effect into the sky. Thought it was pretty neat. And then it disappeared at the moment you arrive with your convoy at the very first base. Alright, let's see, the road is going this way. And then it's like, you know, JB, why don't you just figure it all out yourself? I feel like kinda it's like this. Yeah, there's no road. So we will have to fix a road ourselves. Mow down some trees. This would be a perfect map actually for the tree crusher. And I'm kind of surprised, why is the tree crusher on a dry map with almost no trees, while this map would have been super duper perfect for that. Now if I would have stand here and use my radar, I just open up until here, which might have been the edge of the map actually. Need to keep that in mind. Alright, that was a nice adventure off the pathway there. Yeah, I want to go right in here for a second and just open the radar. Holy moly. Poo, you know? It's like someone already been driving here. It cannot be me. Yeah, I need to get a lot deeper in that to make it useful. A pathway going that way. Gonna open it up on right out here somewhere. Let's just do it. Let's just open it up and yeah, it stopped. Show me what you got. All right, let's see. Alright, we got a radio tower here. There is something that leads up to the water. I'm not sure, maybe for a bridge in the future if you would like to do that. Anything else? A lot of going into the forest here. A sand quarry. We could... snap, I need more points. I could activate this and see what the range is once I have more points. For now, I can't. That's fine. Alright, what do I want to do? I want to go this way. Yeah, so this road here leads up to the castle. It will be blocked out here. However, I do want to have a little look and open it up. However, I don't want to go through the muddy part again, so I'm just gonna plow through the forest. Ooh. Can see. There we go. And I got a feeling it's gonna be a long exploration, which I don't mind. It's just for the length of the episode, however. But I do believe I can already do a part of the mission, do a part of the actual road building. A lot of interesting stuff coming up. So yeah, we got this blocked. Okay. Castles in the air and mud. I got a bit of a side gig here that might interest you. There is an old castle in the region used to work decently well for a tourist trap before everything went to hell. The road leading to it was completely destroyed by storm. Press F. Local officials are pushing hard to get it fixed. Apparently, they think medieval architecture tourism is making a comeback and should make a nice side dish to the oil production. Talk about what is it saying? Diversifying? Okay. Your income streams. Could you take a look at rebuilding that access road? It earned us some serious goodwill with the locals, which never hurts when you are drilling in their backyard. Right, so so something pops up behind us. In this case, let's just check the map before doing anything. Aha, abandoned building. Okay. So in this case, I'm just gonna do this again. Guess I'm pretty sure about it. And will you look at that? A massive castle, which is beautiful. Oh, look at that. There's a toy truck. So this is number 2. Very good. So let's put a thingy out here. And the map just continues beyond, and look at this. It's just 3 times, or at least 2 times what I just did, still out there. That's just crazy. There's like rubble out here. There's not much left, but there is something out there. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to go around here, but I'm gonna try it. Oh boy, there's like a whole hill up here. Let's see if we can get to the top. Oh gee. Not too bad. What is bad is how do we get around here? Something. Only if I could pass this, go around like that. Now let's just see. Maybe I can go onto the rocks here, the one on the right. And just instantly steer to the left. Maybe what is winch again? Oh yeah, aim winch. That tree? No? That tree. Okay, and then hold the button in this case. Come on. Go, 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 go. Okay, not too bad. With a winch, it's a lot easier, and if I take the handbrake off, it's gonna be smooth as butter. Take it easy. Okay. Now, can we get back around? Thank you, please. This is very dangerous what I'm doing here. Oh! Ah! No, 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 no! Oh! Okay. Winch. Oh man, I'm so lucky here. I was not looking forward to tipping over. I'm not sure if I ever did look forward to that. Alright, of course there is a tree in the way. That rock just got very excited. Popping out of the ground. Okay, I need to be smart. I need to go with the flow, even though I want to go that way. Turning this thing is gonna be... Oh, here it's okay. Here it's not too bad. And we want to go up. Come on, brother. Oh man, is there another way to go around another way? A lot of railing out there. I wanna hook it a little bit there. Come on, you can do it. Only if I can reach there for a bit. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh man. That was fun though. Oh boy, will you just look at it. It's gonna be a lot of cleanup work. Which is fine. I wanna play this game, right? I wanna play this game. Wow, look at that down there. For no reason at all. It's just trashed area. Okay, now I know I'm not gonna reach very far with this. However, I wanna see what is up. Maybe it will reveal like a back off-road road. Maybe there is nothing. It's environmental. Maybe there is something. Oh, there's like a tower there, like a crane tower or something. Very old. Yeah, down here is nothing. That is actually good to know, so I don't have to worry about that. Here, however, is not really anything. Oh, really? That was where we were at. So, there might be something here, but yeah, I don't want to worry about that for now. Holy moly, what the adventure this is. It goes a lot further and a lot deeper. Now, I think in this case, it would be enough for now. I think in the future, after we've done some episodes, I want to do another exploration episode and see what I can open up a lot more. If you guys enjoy exploration episodes like this, please let me know down below in the comment section. And then next week, we're going to focus on the very first missions. It's going to be a lot of fun. Alright, now... am I going to leave this thing here? I think I have to. At some point I will have to drive back. Or maybe I can just ramp it off the hill somewhere. I want to believe there is something there. Maybe